exciting again! Hey, let's get started on this kit number 1. It's a great skill building kit for a beginner. It's an intermediate kit, but let's get started. So I'm going to start off here with the honeycomb method. So we have a top base line here to work with, and we have a bling ring. So let's put the bling ring on, and we're going to get started on this top base line here. So slide that on, and once you get the top row of rhinestones on, you're going to turn your cup upside down and give the bling ring a little tap on your rhinestones. It's going to create a nice straight row for you. Once I have my first full honeycomb 6 rows done, I'm going to just keep repeating that pattern all the way down through the green section. You're basically going to do the same thing throughout the green areas with your stones. Once you come across a broken circle, that's where your filler stones are going to go. So we'll continue the honeycomb pattern right down through our drips, nice and neat. So you'll see here, I've got a line where I have not been able to fit a full rhinestone row there. No worries there. We're just going to use our filler stones to fill that in when we are done with the green. If you're a little bit more experienced and you want to just go ahead and outline your drip and just fill that in sort of with the scatter method, that's fine too. You don't have to exactly follow that grid on those full rhinestones once you get down into these smaller areas. And then here I'm just working my way down. I'm going around each drip. I like to go and outline each drip and then fill in with the tinier stones. So that's what I'm going to do all the way around, and then we'll take a look. So now all the green is done, and I have filled in all the small spaces. I still have a few more spaces to fill in, but I'm going to go ahead and start on the red next. And then if I have to fill in the green as I go, that's what I'll do. So keep in mind with this, if you are not a beginner and you want to just do this entire green area with the scatter method, feel free to do that. Okay, so let's start on the second half of our cup here with the red light cyan. Put your bling ring on, and then put your baseline tool on the bottom. We're going to go ahead and put our first baseline down for this bottom area, nice and straight, right up against that tool. Once you get that bottom baseline on, you can slide your bling ring up and actually get that line perfectly straight. At this point, you can keep the bling ring tool on the bottom if you like. And then next, you can go ahead and put your second row on. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the baseline bling tool back on the bottom of the cup, and we're going to use our bling ring to get those 2 rows nice and straight. And again, you'll find just like the top, once you get down 4 or 5 rows, then you don't need that baseline bling tool anymore. You're going to just simply honeycomb your way all the way down to where you see the green drip start. And you're going to do the same technique as you did with the green, only with the red. So you're going to follow each space and put a whole rhinestone in each circle. Once that circle breaks, you're going to leave that empty, and we're going to go back in and fill that area. So follow that pattern all the way down through these drips. And then this area here down the sides, you will fill in with the tinier stones. I call this technique the double baseline technique because you have a top baseline and a bottom baseline, and they work together. Okay, now it's getting exciting. You can see where my honeycomb has reached down to the green drip. So we're just going to put the red stones where we can, and then we're going to go back and fill in. Now see this line I have going where my full rhinestone didn't fit to close each row. We're going to fill those in too. But we're going to just go ahead and continue down as far as we can go with the honeycomb method, just to kind of keep the pattern going as well as we can. So you didn't see, but I did use my bling ring tool as far down as it would allow me to until I ran into the green drip area. But as you can see, I'm just continuing my way, working down this cup. This is an oopsie cup, so there's some ghosted areas where you don't see the pattern, but that's okay. So we're just going to work our way all the way down, meeting up with the green. And then we're going to get our small filler stones out and we're going to fill everything in. So we're basically taking a top baseline and a bottom baseline and we're working together. So that's why I call it the double baseline technique. So now you're at the point where you have done your honeycomb method as far up as you can go. So you can see how nice and neat this is and why I like to do this method. This double baseline honeycomb method actually work in harmony, meeting up with each other in the middle. But you can see how nice and neat it is when you follow that pattern as far up as you can possibly go. So this is what I've done here. So I'm kind of ready to start filling in the areas all the way around it here. So typically I start with the next size down. So I'm going to go with my SS16 rhinestones first, and I'm going to fit those everywhere they will fit because I want the most coverage. And then I'll go back in with my smaller stones and fill everything else in. So as you can see here, I worked my way down into each drip. Each drip's going to look a little bit different because they're different sizes. So just kind of have fun with it. But like I said, you've got the bottom baseline, you're working your way up towards the top baseline. And then from the top baseline, you're working your way to the bottom baseline, all doing the honeycomb method as far as you can go with. So I'm filling in the red now, and I'm also filling in that little strip area where we have to fill in from each row where the rhinestones didn't quite fit all the way. And that happens, no big deal. So we'll get all that filled in and then we'll look at our final cup. You can still get the digital download of this so that you can sublimate it on your own cup, or let us sublimate one just like the one we're working on right here and ship it to you ready to bling. Thank you if you purchased a template tumbler kit. We appreciate your business and we cannot wait to drop the next one.